You know, my father taught me a bunch of lessons, a bunch of life lessons. I think my father's a very wise man, probably the wisest man I've ever known. I'm not just saying that because he's my dad, but like I look back, and I feel like some of the lessons he taught me, he just got out of like '80s rock songs. He used to tell me how fucking life is full of change, but those changes, they the changes are temporary, but change itself is a constant. He used to tell me that. And then I listened to fucking Tom Sawyer by Rush, and that lyric is changes aren't permanent but changes. It's like, Dad, did you just get your fucking life lesson parenting booklet from like an 80s rock show? Like he says all this other shit to me, and it's like I got to start googling it to see if it's lyrics and songs, like, oh, expectation is opportunity for failure. And I Google that, and I'm going to find out like it's part of like a special version of Aerosmith's third album or some shit. My fucking dad. He said he used to listen to Screamo back in like the 80s before it was popular. That guy. Speaking of my dad, he taught me a lot of swear words too. One time, I used to be really I better hit the fucking button. Anyway, this is Guilty Gear X Advanced Edition. I was on a Game Boy fighting game trip, and I'm going to be making more of these soon too. I really do have the goal of showcasing at least 10 minutes of every game that I own, which is going to be tough because I own thousands, but at least 1,000, at least 1,000. I know it's over 1,000 games, but across all my systems. But it's going to be tough to show them all off at some point, but I want to make a record of them all and give my thoughts on them. So that one day when I'm dead, my great-grandchildren can be like, Who? Who is this a picture of? Great-grandpappy Lang? Why do I care? Not that that's how I feel about my great-grandparents. I have pictures of them and I treasure them. In fact, I have a carving that is a self-portrait of my great-grandfather. He carved it. It's a little wood carving of himself. It's like 2 feet tall, maybe. But my dog kept pissing on it. So I was like, Devin, it's my dog's name. I was like, Devin, stop peeing on my great-grandfather. Even though he's it's a wooden post and it does look peeable. Devin is so cute. He's half Shih Tzu, half poodle, and he's my favorite thing in the whole world. That is also a dog. Guilty Gear X. This game is another great fighting game on the Game Boy. And I do like the Guilty Gear series a lot. I don't think it's my favorite fighter, but this one's a really good one for the Game Boy. I mean, it's got all the fucking staples, right? It's got Saul, bad guy. It's got Baiken. Oh, she's awesome. She's like the super, like, hot, one-eyed, one-armed. Or she have one eye? 2 eyes? She's like the super hot samurai girl with one arm. She's awesome, badass. We got Chip Zanoff. We got Amelia Rage in her hair. Fuck, what's this guy's name? It's like Dick Fondle or something. Axel Lowe. Venom. May. Zato 1. Is this the anchor girl? No, that was May. Faust. Testament. We got Dizzy. Where's Kai? How do I get to Kai Kisuke? Johnny. We are missing, what's his name? Dracula ripoff that I like. Fuck, I forgot his name. And Potemkin. I usually just go with Saul bad guy though, but a lot of good characters. This game is also another really solid fighter with good controls, tight controls. Anyway, what was I saying about my dad? Oh yeah, he taught me a bunch of swear words. Like there was one time, I must have been like 11 or 12. I was so afraid to swear. I was such a goody two-shoes. I hate it. I would punch myself in the face if I saw myself from 12. Anyway, I was like, I remember it clearly. I was in my bunk bed at night. I was getting ready for bed, and I was having an anxiety attack of some kind. I used to have them all the time. Still do, actually. Just had one at work. Anyway, and my dad came in, and it was something about me using a swear word, like I felt bad about accidentally saying damn it or something, or, oh, I said darn the Cheerios, and I thought that, it was a sin only forgivable by hanging. And my dad, he's much more mellow, usually, when he's not pissed off about some shit. And he came over, he was like, Lang, you need to calm down, alright? Look, fuck, piss, shit, cunt, bitch. And I was like, what? And my dad was like, see, did lightning strike me? No, it didn't. Penis and dildo. And he just started listing off all this shit. And I was like, there were words I didn't even know in there, Probably some more I'm not listening. And I'm like, Dad? And he's like, see, lightning didn't fucking strike me. It's fine. Go to bed. It's like great parenting. I think my mom heard from the hallway outside and was just probably a gape. Oh, memories. I love my parents. Oh, come on. Come on, beat this imposter, Saul Bad Guy. What an awesome name. What a badass name. This fucking series is so cool. Like, I don't like the mechanics as much as I like Street Fighter. I guess I'm pretty vanilla in that respect. Or King of Fighters, like I love King of Fighters. And not that I dislike the mechanics, it's just they didn't strike me. They struck me kind of Samurai Showdown-y a little, and I'm not a huge fan of the Samurai Showdown mechanics. But it's still a really good game. Really tight. Just like my butt. And the names and the characters are so awesome. Give me a break! Oh, Saul Bad Guy is so cool. The characters are just all awesome. Like, there's no... I don't know of that many bad characters from this series. They're all cool. And if I can get an HDMI... Like, if I can fucking save up and buy a professional Elgato to record, I have a PS4 and I will play Guilty Gear Xrd, or whatever, Ecuzado, and play some of the awesome anime characters on that. But here we're fighting Dolphin Girl over here. Come on, you're no match for Saul Bad Guy. Heaven or hell! Let's rock! You know what another Guilty Gear game is really good in my opinion that everyone hates on? Guilty Gear Isuka on PS2 is where I have it. It might be on other systems, but everyone hates that one because it's built as like a... It was trying to be a Smash Bros. Killer, and you can't. Well, at least I thought that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. Because it's kind of like a four-person party fighting game, and I feel like any that came after Smash Bros. In that style were trying to rip something off of Smash Bros. And I feel like it was, because it was very colorful, and it wasn't like... It didn't have a lot of the same feel Guilty Gear is known for. It didn't break anything. Like, it still had Heaven or Hell, Fight, and Slash, and all that shit, but it was definitely like a four-person party fighter with two planes of 2D fighters. And it was really weird, and it's hard to get adjusted to, and everyone complains about how you have to hit a button to switch directions you're facing. But if you can just train your brain like you would with any other fighting game's mechanics, you know, to use that button whenever you need to turn around, and you actually have 3 humans playing with you that, you know how to play games, like, it's fun. It really is fun. Give it a try with at least 1 or 2 other humans, hopefully 3. I know that's difficult on the PS2, but it's not as bad as everyone says. Don't take Guilty Gear Isuka at face value what you see on the internet. I think it's not the best Guilty Gear, but it's not bad. You were prepared to lose, weren't you? That's what people say about Guilty Gear Isuka. Isuka! Oh, it's Baiken! She's so cool. She's super awesome. Let's rock! Oh, she's so cool. She's like fucking what's his name from Samurai Showdown, but a girl. Fuck, I forgot his name, even though he's one of my favorite Samurai Showdown characters. Fuck, it starts with the J, maybe? Probably not, actually. I always say that, and then it never turns out to be true. Oh, fuck, I feel bad about that, but we just sliced her up from fucking butt crack to head smack. Let's rock! Ooh, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. The Game Boy one, because it's only, 4-button input, it's better suited to King of Fighters and Guilty Gear than Street Fighter, which is why I like it a little bit better than... Oh god! Jesus Christ! She beat the shit out of me. Which is why I like the Game Boy versions of King of Fighters and Guilty Gear better than the Game Boy versions of the Street Fighter games. Not that I think they're bad. Street Fighter Alpha 3 on Game Boy with exclusive characters, really awesome. What's with all these women? What a drag. Saul, bad guy. I love you, man, but that was Baiken. She's awesome. Anyway, let's enjoy a great showtime. What was I saying? Street Fighter Alpha 3 on Game Boy. It's still a really good game, but it's really hard to get across the 3-button boundary, because you have A, B, left and right triggers. Street Fighter, you need a light, medium, and heavy punch, a light, medium, and heavy kick. That's 6 different attacks mapped to only 4 buttons, which means in order to do medium punch, you need to hit A and all. No, wait. Medium punch is B and L together, and medium kick is A and R together. Yeah. So you have to hit 2 buttons together at the same time to do a medium punch or a medium kick. So it's hard to get used to. And it's the same thing as me saying for Guilty Gear Isuga, oh, you just need to learn the game. Like, all fighting games have a steep learning curve, you know? And I accept that. And that's why I still think they're good games. I just, I lament the fact that, oh man, if only the Game Boy had the X and Y buttons like the DS games. And that also prompts me to think, why didn't Street Fighter and other fighting games come to the DS way earlier than the 3DS? I mean, there is Guilty Gear on DS, which I do own, but that one is another party fighter. It's not really built the same way, and I actually think that one's a weaker game than Guilty Gear Isuga. It still has its redeeming qualities. I don't dislike it. I just think the DS Guilty Gear isn't super great. God, when did this turn into Lang rants about Guilty Gear? You want to know something funny that my dad did do? I used to work at Office Max. That's a whole nother story. I hate fucking Office Max, Office Depot, but that's a whole nother story. I used to work there in high school and in college, like over the summers over college. And one day, I was already dating my girlfriend of what is now almost 6 years, and I love her, and I loved her and everything, but I got this note on my car that was really like flirtatious, right? And it was like, hey, I saw you working and I was too shy, but I thought you were cute, so here's my number. And obviously I wasn't going to do anything with it, because I'm in a relationship, and I was like, oh, but it made me feel good. I was like, someone actually thought I was attractive. Like, that's kind of cool. And, I kind of joked about it with her. And she was like, ha ha, very funny. And that was the end of that. Like, that was it. I was just like, man, that's awesome. Someone other than the person who already agreed to be with me thinks that I'm attractive. And so years later, I'm talking like probably 2 or 3 years, I'm just hanging out with my family. My dad, my sister, and my aunt are all there. My aunt Debbie, she's awesome, and I'm telling her this story. I don't know. My family likes to make fun of me a lot. I'm like a verbal punching bag because I'm easy to beat up on. I don't often make comebacks because I'm terrible at it. So they all like to beat up on me verbally. They all like to make fun of me. And they're making fun of me or something. Probably, I assume about me being ugly or something. But I was like, oh yeah, well, someone at Office Max a few years ago left a note on my car saying I was cute and flirting with me, so there, ha. And then my dad and my sister looked at me for a second. They looked at each other and burst out laughing. And then my dad said, Calvin, Maddie and I were in that parking lot and we played a prank on you. We wrote that note on a post-it note, put a fake number down, put it on your car, hoping you would fucking like call someone or text someone that you're not interested in them, and then have them being like, what the fuck? And then we forgot about it. And then they just fucking laughed the shit out of me. My aunt laughed the fuck at me. Oh my god. I was embarrassed to fucking hell and back. I was like crying. And not of like tears of joy or laughter. I was like, how could you do this to me? Oh, but looking back, that is funny as shit. Can you believe that shit? Who would do that to their son/brother? Oh my god. That's the most fuck you thing ever. But hilarious looking back. That's right. We fucking Potemkin'd him in the face. Ugh. Heaven or hell. Duel 2. Let's rock. Yeah, that was mean though. Office Max is another story. I worked at Office Max and Office Depot, same company. They merged while I worked there. And Staples too, I think, merged with them at some point. Like, not really. They still have all their 3 separate stores, but they're pretty much all the same company. Come on. Can I just fucking... Can I get past your huge defense, Potemkin? Thank you. Come on. And, thank you for a guard crush, finally. I worked at Office Max first, as a summer job. It was my first job. I was 17. I worked there during high school and then over the summer before I went to college. And I went to college in a different city, came back, and then I worked at the Office Max again over that summer. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to try and do school and work at the same time. Which sucks, by the way, but you got to do it sometimes. And so I was like, hey, I want to transfer to an Office Max in Tallahassee because I'm going to FSU. And so the Office Max I worked at, the one in Jacksonville, was like, there really isn't one in Tally, so you can transfer to an Office Depot since we're the same company. And so I transferred to an Office Depot in Tallahassee. And it was somehow even worse than the Office Max in Jacksonville. It was terrible working there. I hated it, and about half the people I worked with, just horrible experience overall. The other half of the people were great, but, you know. Anyway. Fuck Office Max, fuck Office Depot, and fuck the copy print department, which is where I worked. And fuck all of you people who I had to sit there and fucking help with your stupid ass projects while you yelled at me for not envisioning your vision from your brain telepathically and putting it onto fucking cardstock or gloss. God, if you go to Office Max, Office Depot's copy and print, and you are in even the slightest amount rude or a dick, you can suck my ass. Oh my God, I have so much built up, pent up rage from working in the copy print department. People are such assholes to you when you work there. They treat you like human garbage. I have compared it to stories of people who work in food industry, and it's like the same. It's like just as bad. Copy and print department, I think, is a lot like, people are like, oh, you need to be a waiter or a waitress at some point in your life. Well, I think if you fucking were in the copy and print department, it's a similar deal. Because I had people shitting on me for my work constantly. It is the worst customer service, service industry job that I've had. So bad. Sorry. Keep your mouth shut, punk. Thanks, all bad guy. Is that enough ranting for today? Time to fight our rival, Kai Kisuke. I think we'll end it here after Kai Kisuke. The fucking final battle. Heaven or hell? Let's rock! Alright, Kai, I'm here for you. Ow! Come on, come on. He's blocking. He's doing the blocks. Oof. Give him the hops. Give him the hops. Give him short hop into... Fuck. Fuck. Oh, shit. He's breaking out the combos. Well, we got some of those of our own. Oof. Give him the blades. Give him the trades. Make him eat your shit. He's your maid. Oof. Come here, Kai Kisuke. Do your breasts hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? Can you throw 'em over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your breasts hang low? Get wrecked! Oh. Come on, there we go. Oh, come on. You couldn't just let me get the cool kill and chip you out with fire fucking sword? Ugh. Let's rock. Let's do it. Boom, first hit. Best hit. Come on, give him the fucking... Yeah, do it. Oof. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's do that again. Boom. Didn't see it coming. Saul beat. Oh, shit. Yep, I'm gonna need to change my pants after that one. Not my underwear, though. Went right through it. Clean hole. Don't give me that dirty look. Oh, it's too late, Saul, bad guy. You're such a bad guy.